Hi students. So in this video, I am going to share with you the day before examination strategy in case of corporate accounting. So that is within the available time. So what are the areas we are required to prepare and what is the order in which we are required to prepare. So we know that the weightage of corporate accounting is for 50 marks and first you have to start your preparation with the following chapter, that is preparation of statement of P&L and balance sheet as per schedule 3 of the Companies Act. And we know that in case of schedule 3 there are two divisions are applicable, division 1 and division 2, and you can simply ignore the division 2 format. So just to go through the format of the division 1 of company schedule 3 to the Companies Act. Why? Because on the format itself the MCQs are going to be given in the examination. So first you have to go through the format of schedule 3, so both P&L as well as balance sheet. Next try to cover the exclusive problems which are given, so based on the definition of current liability. So on definition of current liability, one problem we are having, so just to go through that problem. And also next the exclusive problem is also given based on the treatment, accounting treatment in respect of provision for tax and advance tax. So just to go through that problem, and you are required to try to solve at least 2 to 3 problems. So these problems should cover the preparation of both P&L account as well as the balance sheet. So we should cover at least 2 to 3 problems, so based on the preparation of P&L and balance sheet. So why? Because the exclusive weightage of this particular chapter itself is 10%, that is so 10 marks we are going to have, so the weightage from this particular chapter itself. And next next you should give the importance to the next chapter, that is cash flow statement. So in cash flow statement, so under direct method, so try to cover at least 1 or 2 problems, and next you can try to cover 2 to 3 problems based on the indirect method. At least you should cover at least 4 to 5 problems in the cash flow statement, then only you can comfortably solve the questions in the examination. So under direct method 1 to 2 problems, and indirect method at least 2 to 3 problems. Next, coming to Ind AS, and you know that the weightage of cash flow statement is also around 10 marks. So next Ind AS. Sir, what are the areas we are required to prepare in case of Ind AS? So based on your revision, just go through whatever the theory questions which are given in the exercise problems of the study material, and assess yourself whether you can able to answer those theory questions or not. If you are not in a position to answer those theory questions, just go and refer through the corresponding Ind AS. So thereby the theory questions are going to play the crucial role in the public examination. So just go through the theory questions which are given in the exercise problems of the study material. And next cover all the MCQs which are given in the study material and also the MQPs. So for the MCQs in case of corporate accounting, in case of Ind AS, generally you are not having any past examination papers. So thereby simply you can go through the study material and MQPs. So whatever the MCQs which are given in the study material and MQPs, those itself will be sufficient. Next, to go through the comparative provisions which are given in each and every Ind AS. So that is the difference between AS and Ind AS. Based on that, a question is going to be tested. So better you should cover all the comparative provisions in respect of all the Ind AS. Next, try to cover the illustrations, so are the problems which are given in the study material. Only few problems are added in case of Ind AS. So the problematic part is very less in case of Ind AS or AS. So just to go through whatever the illustrations which are given in the study material. So these are the areas we are required to prepare in case of Ind AS. Next, coming to the next chapter, that is buyback of securities. In case of buyback of securities, so just go through the problems which are covering, so the calculation of maximum number of shares that can be bought back as per the Companies Act. And apart from this calculation, we should also go through the accounting treatment or accounting entries in respect of buyback of shares. So just to go through that problem which is covering the calculation of maximum number of shares by performing the debt equity ratio test and resources test and shares outstanding test. Next, so coming to the next chapter, that is banking companies. So in case of banking companies, so the following areas are required to be covered. First, go through the problems which are having based on income recognition, how a bank should recognize their income. And next one, the problems which are covering the aspect are the concept of rebate on bills discounted. And next, provisioning norms, what are the percentages we have to apply in case of performing and non-performing assets. Based on that, some problems are given. So just to go through these three areas, and you are not required to go through the balance sheet format and P&L format. Generally, in case of CMA inter, so not that much weightage has been given for this particular chapter. Insurance companies, banking companies, and electricity companies. These three chapters weightage itself is around 10%. So thereby, the big questions may not be tested. So just to go through the concepts. So covering the concept of income recognition, rebate on bills discounted, and the provisioning norms. Next, coming to insurance companies. In case of life insurance companies, just go through the problems covering the concept of calculation of corrected life assurance fund balance, and also the problems which are covering the concept of valuation balance sheet. And coming to the general insurance companies, so just to go through the problems which are covering the preparation of revenue accounts. Generally, the revenue account consists of various schedules. So just to go through one problem which is covering all the schedules which are to be shown in the revenue account. So these areas are just these areas will be sufficient in case of insurance companies, and you are not required to go through the formats of balance sheet and P&L. Next, coming to issue of shares. So in case of issue of shares, just go through the problems covering the concept of forfeiture and reissue of shares. Okay, so just go through the problems covering the forfeiture and reissue of shares. And next, some more chapters we are having, like bonus and rights issue, so employee stock option plan, redemption of preference shares, issue and redemption of debentures, and electricity companies. Generally, these are the areas which are not that much frequently tested in the examination. So thereby, based on the available time, you can go through whatever the illustrations which are given in the study material. So those illustrations will be sufficient for in case of these chapters. So give the last priority for these chapters. First, you have to go through the chapters what we have mentioned above. So this is in respect of the strategy what you have to apply in case of corporate accounting. So thank you and all the best.
So hello students, myself Ram, and I am here to present you one day before strategy for CMA inter auditing subjects. I hope you have written your examination good, and you are ready for your next examination, that is auditing, which comes for 50 marks in your next paper, sir. You need not worry anything, sir. Whatever we have studied in our classes, it is going to come. Okay, now you should be very confident while presenting our paper, because at CMA inter level, normally auditing subject, they are not giving any twisted questions. Straight away, maximum direct questions will be coming, sir. Coming to this weightage of our subject, sir, as you are having only half day for your preparation, it is not possible for you to study everything from starting to end. It is also not advisable for you to start again from starting to end, sir. And my sincere advice is that you never study new questions at the end, sir. Better stick on to whatever you have studied till now. Stick on to only those type of questions. Don't try to study new questions, sir. Now suppose if you are having 8 hours of your study time and you are having only 2 subjects, that is 50 plus 50 marks. Suppose you are able to allocate 4 hours for auditing subject, then the weightage of subject chapters is in this manner, sir. Basic chapters and all other topics together weights for only 10 marks, whereas company audit plus audit report plus audit of different items of financial statements, item of P&L items, balance sheet items, these 3 chapters will account for 30 marks, sir. Then audit of different types of undertaking will account for 10 marks. Suppose if you are allocating 4 hours for auditing, then you should obviously spend 2.5 hours for this purpose, sir. That is a company audit report and audit of items of financial statement. So there will be a definite question from audit of items of financial statement and audit of different types of undertaking. So you should spend at least 2.5 hours for company audit plus audit report plus audit of items of financial statements, and then you have to spend as per your time availability at least 45 minutes for this audit of different types of undertakings, and spend 45 minutes for basic topics and other topics. So 2.5 hours for this, 45 minutes for audit of different types of undertaking, and 45 minutes for basic plus other topics. It is not important that you study line by line from beginning to end. In company audit or audit report or audit of items of financial statements, just go through key points or whatever we have highlighted while studying in class or while you are preparation. You have done super preparation, sir, for the last 2 months or 2.5 months. Don't lose any of your confidence. So you are going to write this paper in the best possible manner. So even 1% of confidence should not be low, sir. Okay, na? So what I have to revise even in a shortest possible time, sir. Then normally focus on form numbers, or there will be certain numbers, sir, say 30 days, 60 days, who has to do what things, compliance related. Try to focus memory related topics at the one day before examination, sir. Means suppose there are 30 days time limit, or 60 days, 90 days, or some amounts are defined, or applicability provisions, or suppose rotation of auditors is applicable only to particular type of companies. So focus on those numbers, because if you write those numbers wrongly, then straight away question gets wrong, sir. Conceptual understanding you need not focus at the end, sir, because you have listened the class, you have written so many revision examination. By default, when you see question in the examination, you will remember everything, sir. Again, don't have a fear of that whether I will be able to reproduce in the examination or not, sir. You have done so much of you have spent so much of time on your preparation. Once you see the question, everything you will be able to write, sir. Never doubt your memory. So first focus out as per our budgeted hours, sir. Just first focus wherever there are numbers are there, just try to go through all those numbers, because the number related it is purely memory, sir. We have to focus one day before examination only. Then different types of undertakings, sir. Understand the simple or important points in different types of undertakings, like a cooperative society, like a bank audit, like a cinema hall audit, or like that. Whatever important provisions are there, you just try to focus on those points, so that will be more sufficient, sir. Then basic plus other topics, sir, which altogether there will be many chapters in this category, sir, but try to give as much less time. We are giving only 45 minutes, sir, so that you don't make any mistake in MCQs, sir. And do remember that we should not lose even 1 mark in MCQs, sir. Read the question twice and answer it properly, okay na? If you can score 100% marks only in MCQs, sir, regarding descriptive part, even though you are writing for 7 marks, you might get only 5 or 6 marks. In as far as MCQs is concerned, they cannot deduct any marks, sir, if you are writing the right answer. So my suggestion is that just spend or double, you read twice a question regarding MCQ before answering in the examination, sir. Regarding descriptive part is, you might have so much doubt whether I will be able to present the same language in the examination. You need not worry again regarding the same. As far as possible, you can write maximum without changing any technical words or meaning. You can write in your language, sir. So again, you might have doubt whether there are 10 or 15 points in a question, whether I have to write all those, need not be, sir. Suppose for it is for a question of 7 marks, try to write as far as 8 to 9 points, that will be sufficient. If it is a question of 5 marks, accordingly write 7 or 8 points accordingly. So your order of priority for revising one day before examination, where the available hours is only 4 hours, sir. Just focus on company audit, audit report, and audit of items of financial statement for first 2.5 hours. That too, try to spend in the first priority the numbers where there are more numbers. Just try to revise all those numbers. Then focus on audit of items of a financial statement, where you are going to definitely get one question, sir. Then focus on audit of different types of undertaking in the order of preference. Even we have given some guest questions, so that you can go through those questions and try to revise them, sir. Then basic and other topics as per your time availability, then you spend some time on this. Most important is that don't feel tense, sir. The paper is going to be reasonably good only, and we have spent so much time for our preparation. Don't worry that you in India no person will be studying better than you. No person has spent as time you have spent in your preparation, okay na? If you have spent good time in your classes as well as preparation, you should not have any doubt regarding writing in examination, okay na? Everything our efforts will come out in examinations, okay na? So it is a 50 marks paper, sir. Simple paper. As per our trends, we guess that they will not twist so much this paper. So we are expecting that the paper will be reasonably easy only, not so much tough. So the target is not this subject, sir, okay na? So try in this order and write examination in a proper and neat manner, sir. Ensure that you study 2 times before MCQ question is answered, okay na? My only suggestion is that you study MCQ question twice before answering, because you are able to score 100% marks in those questions, and balance part spend time as per your availability. All the best. I think you come out with a good result, sir. Thank you.